What's up, guys? I'm Popo. Thank you very much for coming to the channel. I know how it is whenever you don't have time to make music and that's all you think about when you wake up and the sun isn't even out and you're on your way to work, you're crossing bridges, you're doing what you when you're coming home and you still can't do it. So the time that you can is what counts. If everybody's passed out, man, and you got 10 minutes, this will help you. So I just want to show you a quick workflow on here that helped me, and I'll see how much I can get done here. It's not going to take 10 minutes. It's going to take a little longer, but I'm in the same boat, and I do have kids. I have a 16-year-old, a 10-year-old. I got lawn to cut. I got a business to run. I got all kinds of shit to do. And this is what I try to do first in my day so that anything else I can say was a second priority. And it's very important to get into that groove, man. And when you get discouraged, know that it is a sign of right there you're right at the edge of success. Okay, so pick that shit back up and get in here and make some music. All right. Um, I'm trying to make a series of videos like how to hook up the USB mixer, how to do this, how to do that, and all the proper things in order to do it. I'm trying to show you how to talk. This way you can go out in public and speak. Now, basically on the MPC. So, if you want me to show you how to make a whole song with different verses and hooks and all that, I might just go ahead and do that in this video. But a lot of my videos, I like to just do gradual motions all the way to where the end workflow makes sense. But this one here is just going to be a crash course, and I'm going to do my best to make something really crazy. So let's get right in here. And again, it's probably like 2 in the morning. I just got to make something, and I know you guys feel the same way when it comes to your passion, your craft, whatever it is. If you're woodworking right now, you're down there whittling away some stuff. So let's go in here. I want to pick out some sounds. Right now, we're going to hit new project, blank sounds. Not going to save anything. Now, if you're in a super hurry, you can always load up one of these demo ones and clear out the sequence and just use those sounds just to get going. I'll show you how to do that right now. This right here is your main screen, right? Go ahead and select like guitars at midnight. This is one of my favorite demos. I have not even touched the surface on here. I'm cramped for time, guys. I don't sit here all day long and do this. But while I'm home, I love to do it. So right now, of course, whenever you hit play, it's going to give you all of the it gives you everything, right? So what we want to do is clear those. We don't want any of that. So we'll hit the pencil on track and we're just going to clear it. Okay? Hit clear, hit undo. All we're going to do is hit the pencil on track. All I'm going to do here, guys, is whenever you turn this on, they only have it on one sequence right now, okay? So just turn it to the next sequence. And now, when you hit play, nothing. Cool? So now you have track 1. You have all these instruments, these plugins already loaded up for you. So you can go ahead and select through here. Go to track 2. See how they changed? They got them all laid out. Track 3, track 4. I think they only use 6 sounds in here. So hit track 6. And you didn't have to pick any sounds. You're like, oh man, I liked those. Okay? But check this out. So let's say you don't want to use any of those sounds. Then you go ahead and hit browse and start loading up your stuff. But the problem is you still have their sequence in here. So you can just go ahead and just clear this whole thing. Clear it. Yep. Boom. Done. And now you got the whole kit, the whole song. And when you hit play, nothing's going to play. And it's just a really quick way. It's just a really quick way to be able to jump into your MPC or your MPC Live or your MPC One and go ahead and start making music and having fun. One thing that I do want to go ahead and show you now is just if you have more than that amount of time and you don't want to work with those sounds at all, we're gonna go from the top, guys, and just work our way all the way to a song. So I want to show you how whenever I turn on my MPC, what I do. Okay. Cool. So we're gonna get menu, new project, don't save. And I'm not knocking the computers one bit. It's just that this is a lot easier for me to set up. And I can plug my mic right into here and go. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to use a mixer. I can master and do everything on here. Um, I don't want to get into features or anything like that. I just want to make a song for you guys. Kind of walk you through this. So here, instead of hitting a empty project, which I haven't even heard all of these, but I know that they sound great. I go to empty project. And so for right here, before I do anything, like I used to have to hit the browse button and select my sounds and everything like that. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to see if this goes through. My first sound, I'm going to use this one here. Okay? And then I'm going to go hit track. So track 2, I want to use bells. These belly stack bells. Cool? Track 3, that means the third, track 3. Just trust me on this. We're going to go to electric pianos right here. Cool. And it isn't about the sounds or the song that we're going to make. It's about the workflow. So there, I just hit track 4 and I backed out. Now I want to go to hype, because I know there's a piano sound in here that I absolutely love. Let me find it for you. And what's cool is they have initial patches too, meaning you can make your own sounds without having to use any of these. It's old school, but I can find it faster like this. That is my piano sound. Okay, track 5. How many plugins can we get here? 8. Still only 8. Okay. So track 5, we're going to go back into that screen, our sounds. And I want strings, chamber, soft pad, warm. I don't know. We'll use it. For track 6, I'm going to use soft staccato. Cool, for some reason. And then for track, I think I did that wrong. Let's see. Track 6, it says unused. Oh gosh, they still didn't fix this. Okay, track 5, track 6. Let's see what it looks like over here. So all I'm doing is I'm adding different sounds to each track. This way I don't have to go back and do this later. Let's see here. Go to tube synth. I really like hype. I think hype is probably the best. A lot of people say fabric, but if you like sounds, I think a lot of people will agree that hype is pretty awesome. This is just like, they made a whole bunch of stuff for you, which I have my own grudges on this. A lot of these sounds sound way too sampled, meaning like you can tell that it came from Rocky, or you can tell that it came from Kool and the Gang, or you can tell that it came from, dude, there's some sounds you can't sample, dude, and these guys straight up sampled some of these sounds. I won't play them on here because I don't want to get a strike. I don't know if I will, and if I could talk to Andy or somebody on my channel about some of the sounds that are on there, like the first one, I'll I'll play this one here, and you guys can do your own research. But this sound right here is from Kool and the Gang. If you listen to Kool and the Gang, the only difference is that he pitches it up. It is identical, and then he goes like this. Is BS. And there's a bunch of crap sounds that they make you pay that I know if I put in the beginning of a song, dude, they're gonna be like, no, dude, are you crazy? They're gonna say, are you crazy? So Yeah, anyway, I don't want to get too much into that. Let's go ahead here. So all I got right now is 4 bars, track one. We're not going to worry about sequence, and all we did was load plugins. That's what it is. As a matter of fact, I'm going to change this. I really like that sound, so I'm going to find one that I don't. Let's go to track 8, because we got a lot of plugins. And I'm going to change this to drum synth. It's all the way down here at the bottom, because it lets me make my own drums. I don't have to load up a drum. It gives me all of my kicks, snares, hi-hats, and all I got to do is tune them the way that I want them. So for this video, that's what I'm going to do. Cool, so we got all of our sounds and everything, okay? Hang on one second. Guys, I can't express how important it is to just get your sounds ready. Because imagine if you were in a club or something like that, and all of a sudden you're like, dude, if I had a saxophone, you're not gonna leave the club to go find a bass player. When the time you come back, the gigs, it's up. The gig's up. So get all your sounds together. Bring all your people to your 4 bars, your 8 bars. Let them all play in these first 8 bars, and then we're gonna mute them out accordingly, okay? And yeah, we're just muting out a first sequence. This is just like the main melody of the song. This is not the verse. This is not the hook. This is not anything else but the melody of the song that we're going to be breaking out. I want to make about 5 of the same of these sequences. I'm just going to make one 8-bar loop, and I'm going to copy it about 5 times. I'm just explaining this to you guys. So this is what's going on. This is what we're going to do, and it's going to be dope. We're going to make 8 tracks, drums and everything. Might even be 20 tracks by the time we explode everything. We're going to explode too. And after we do this, we're going to copy the sequence 5 times. Yeah, 5 times. This way I can put the hook in twice and one verse. It sounds ridiculous. I don't really understand sound structure, but I just want you to understand how to put these sequences together so it's just not one sequence of muted out melody. You want muted out melody on sequence 1, verse with your muted out parts on sequence 2, hook with your muted out parts on sequence 3. This way you can tie them all in to a whole song. It's going to be a lot, but we already got the hard part done. We got our sounds, and that is, it could take a long time to be able to find the right sound that motivates you to do something. So if you have to go at this point, what you need to do, because I understand that things happen, but it's like, okay, finally got set up, and all of a sudden, glass breaks upstairs, babies start crying. You got to go and do something. So right now, you want to go ahead and just save. You hit this, and you save project as, okay? This is your template. This is one of those things that it's okay to save in your internal, okay? I wouldn't recommend it, but if you have an SSD inside, just save it to that, okay? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save this as a template, and I'm going to name it first try. First try, okay? First try. And I'm going to save it as a template. And when I hit save, it's going to make sure, and it's like, okay, cool. Now I can turn off my MPC, turn it back on, and load it back up. Let's hit new project. I want to show you that I can pull that up. This way, you know, I mean, time is short. And if that took you 10 minutes to do or 20 minutes, you need to learn how to save everything that you're doing. It's just extremely important, and it's very powerful. Look at that. User template right down here. You just hit user template. So you get back home, you're like, bet nothing's going to stop me. I have to make this song. I have to do this. There's your stuff right there. So you can just pick right off where you left, okay? So I'm going to take a little break here, and then I'll be right back, guys. Start recording. Alright, so again, if this is helping you guys out and at least got this far to saving a template and you think that's helpful, you know, if you can leave a like on this video, that's all I ask. I'm going to get in here. We're going to record 4 bars, and then I'll double the length. I'll show you guys how to do that, and let's get funky, man. Let's play some stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and get in here and play some stuff. So right off the get-go, we see we're on sequence 1. I'm just going to go ahead and get this out of the way, because later on down the road, we're going to want this set up like this. This way we know what sequences we're putting where. Right now we don't even have a sequence. We just want to name. We're going to have 3 different ones. We want a hook, a verse, and then the main melody. So we want 3 independent sequences. I'm going to copy the shit out of sequence 1 in different parts, but I want my hook to be independent and I want my verse to be independent. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to name this one Melody. Come on. I'll name it Mel. And for sequence 2, I'm going to name it Verse. Come on, baby. Put it Ver. And then for sequence 3, we're going to put Hook. And we don't have no sounds going in this bad boy. We're just naming stuff and setting it up right now, okay? So now we got, all we have to do now is worry about sequence 1. We're going to do our melody first. So let's lay down 4 bars, do our melody, and then we'll switch it up to our hook. We'll change chords. And then, of course, for our verse and everything like that, it could be vocals or whatever. I don't even know what's going on. But let's make something. I really, really like this sound right now. I'm digging it. Here we go. I'm just going to go straight from the beginning. I'm going to hit overdub and play. And it's going to count me in, and I'm just going to lay down a... I don't even know yet. Let's go. So what I'm doing right now, I went ahead and hit overdub again while it's playing. This way I can go ahead and play over it on track 2. We're still on sequence 1. I want to see what this sounds like. So I'm going to go ahead and play over it. I'm just going to lay something down, okay? I'm going to hit overdub, go to track 3. Anything. Overdub. So the reason I hit overdub is it allows me to play an idea and it won't record it. When I'm ready to play, I can overdub that in. I'm going to go to track 4. It's my piano. That's all we're going to do. That is all. Let's see here, track 5. I'm going to double this by hitting the pencil on the melody sequence. And I'm just going to hit double. Hit get back, hit cancel. Now it's 8 bars. Let's get an idea down. Okay, let's lower that. track 6. Overdubs off. Stupid mic. Alright, we're on track 6. So lay something down. I think we got one more track. This is just the melody, okay? Hear it? You hear it? Let's play some drums. Alright, cool. We used all 8 tracks on melody. I'm going to leave this here. What we're going to do, I have 8 tracks and that's it. What we need to do to this is we're going to copy this. Like I said, we want this 6 times, the same thing. So I'm just going to hit this pencil and we're going to copy this sequence. We're just going to copy it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that leaves me with the hook and the verse, and that's what we're going to do next. Right now, this is just the melody. I still have my verse and my hook that has absolutely nothing, so we're going to make those totally independent. So for right now, this is our melody. But we're not going to have all of that playing at the same time. Meaning we're going to go in here to track mute. And for the first sequence, I only want... That's going to be my intro to my melody. Okay? Now I'm going to go to sequence 3. It's going to repopulate. And I want it to sound just like that. The next sequence, and you can always just go through here. See, it says hook, there's nothing. Verse, nothing. We're going to make those next. We're just arranging the melody. So at random, you can just go through here and be like, blah, blah, blah. hit some pads, and just make sure they're all. So now you got your melodies all different. We're not tying them together yet. You can spend hours and hours going in here and being like, I want this one to go. But sometimes I like to just surprise myself with what comes out. So I'm going to take a break. I'll leave this here. Cool, guys. So I really hope this is helping you out. So far, what we did, we selected our sounds from our plugins, and then we put them under sequence one. We named our different sequences, melody, and then verse, hook. We took the melody, 8 instruments, and we copied them and muted out. Now we have 6 different variations of an 8-bar loop. So right now it's 48 bars. So we're going to add another 16 bars to make it a complete song, and add in the sequence, the hook, verse, and melody all together. Just this one right here doesn't have nothing. It's just going to have piano, maybe strings, and that's going to be my verse. Probably should be my hook, honestly, but whatever. I just want to show that you can put different sequences at a different beat per minute if you want to, which is kind of neat. It's kind of hard, but it is kind of neat. But check this out. We're going to leave the beat per minute alone on this one, and maybe on the hook we'll change it. Okay, so let's go. Alright. So we're just going to record. Let's not even listen to one, because I already forgot what it sounded like. So let's just make this totally, almost like it would be a different song. It'll be totally noticeably different. So we got 4 bars. Let's just go with, let's just shoot it right in the foot and go with 8. Okay, here we go. Just trying to build up something here. Usually easier with 4 bars. That's what we're gonna do. I can do better than that. Let's speed up the tempo to 150. Here we go. Speed up that tempo a little bit. I like it. That's all I'm gonna do for my verse. I'm gonna double the length, and I'm gonna lay strings over it. So now I got 8 bars. I'm gonna go to track 2, go to strings, assign, get some good strings going. That's cool. I'll drop it down an octave. Go to the beginning, shift stop, and let's put some strings. Whatever, we'll do that. No, we're not doing that. Alright, so we're gonna do track 2. That's fine. Cool, so we're just gonna leave it like that. I'm not gonna copy it. You could always copy that twice, you know, that verse sequence, and put just one part and then another part, but we'll do that with the hook. Let's make a good hook here. Let's put some bass on this hook. There's nothing on the hook right now. Just gotta find a good bass. I like those strings. Let's see what that's got. Double this. Here we go. Cool, so what we did, we got our hook, our verse, and 6 copies of melody, which we muted out already. I showed you guys that already earlier in the video. So what we're gonna do is go to song mode here, and we're gonna insert our sequences that we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 sequences, and right now they all say melody. We want the melody here, then I want the verse here. I want the melody here again, the first melody. I want the third melody right there. I want the 4th, 5th melody right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just arranging, and I got the, let's put the hook here. I'm probably doing this all wrong. I know I'm doing this all wrong. Okay, and then this one here is going to be melody freaking 7, and then back to melody 1. Alright, we can make this as long as we wanted. We have a lot of options here. You know, I would almost recommend doing this at 4 bars if you're going to be doing multiple sequences like this. But let's convert this to 9. And let's see what we got. What's dope about this is if I go to, let me undo that. If these were at different BPMs, how to export this as a different BPM, you need to export it right here as a wave. That way when you play it back in like Fruity Loops or something, you want to see your sound wave, it'll automatically lock you into 120. But if you actually bounce it out this way, it'll give you your BPM. But this way here, we're just converting it to a new sequence, which automatically locks you into 120. So you're not going to get any tempo change. But for this, we just want to hear the song. Guys, I know this video wasn't probably the best video that I've put out, but I wanted to just share this with you guys today and show you that it is possible to sequence out your different songs and everything. We didn't get into mixing or any of the main features in this. This is just a basic template. Once you have your sequence and hook named and everything like that, just remember to save it, okay? Always save your work and save it as a template, and then load it, name it something else, and then save that. Always have your template on hand. This way you can go back to the blank project where when you hit it, you're like, okay, cool, I know I got a verse, a hook, and blah. And that's the work you put in that you don't put to waste. So let's look at this song. And again, I thank you very much for coming to the channel and supporting me, guys. It means a lot. I do a lot of stuff, and this is one of my favorite things to do, is spend time with you guys, and being blessed to be able to have the time to do this. So let's listen to this song, and hopefully it came out good, okay? If not, I know the workflow definitely came out good. So let's check it out. Cool. So did the parts come out? Yeah. Did the song come out great? No. But the thing is, the workflow is very, very important. And when you go into that song mode, or whenever you're muting out your tracks, I didn't really work that hard to do it, so that's what I got. I didn't put in the work. But little by little, if you just save your work, and in song mode, you don't have to convert it. If you push play from up here, it'll play all the way down your song, and you can rearrange it however you like before you turn it into that sequence. But it's just a basic rundown. This is such a basic rundown of how to do this, and there's so much more fine detail work that you can get into, is what I'm trying to say. But again, I really hope that this helped. Hopefully it didn't confuse you, but yeah, basically we just took one sequence, made the melody a whole bunch of times, the hook, the verse. Me personally, I like to do it all on one sequence and just boom, I'm done with my song. But that's how you would put a hook and a verse inside of that. Okay, I'm Polypopo, man. I appreciate you guys very much for coming to the channel, and I will see you guys on the next one.